show he's the man. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football. And I expect to see...
Snags it, and he's open. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. So now it's second and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Going to the run, it's Lacey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Austin Simmons. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. Simmons under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Sends his first one of the day on the wing. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Throwing Simmons. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Again, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun, give to Hardy. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
At the 45 on his way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that force that incompletion.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Wants to adjust the pattern. Simmons to the air again. Fires to the tight end. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs. The run inside. It's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. After the filthy move, he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he loses the football on the return. And he falls on top of his own fumble. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that White? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad.
He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Hardy. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On the move, he fires. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sends it downfield. He makes a grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the #1 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are very aware that from a play calling standpoint, they are not getting the ball to the best running back in the country. You know that he is in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy, but he has not gotten enough touches here in the first half. So coaches have looked at their script, made some adjustments, and I expect a heavy dose of this running back here to start the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Hardy. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right back to Hardy. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They use the end around. First play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Throwing Simmons. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Burns. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Burns. Here comes the heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Didn't take care of the football the last time they had her. Fumble led to a touchdown. Lead is still comfortable here, but ball security of the utmost importance.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll keep it on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with it.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella to the corner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dropping back, it's Burns. On target. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback gets past the marker. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Moving out to the right. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost